Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Usada bruja? Womi topi.
Second bounty is done. Just one more, and I'm in the melee.
Right you are. And competition is heating up. That little green girl, Iopian Rattle, finished all her bounties. Heard she poisoned an Imperial moth.
Lucky we didn't get that one. Not sure how we'd work it out.
Now, I ain't allowed details on whatever you were scrapping for Admiral Fabal, but I got a clearance note says it was duly scrapped. Nice payday, too.
All I want to know is what my third bounty looks like.
Here we go. Bounty 3. I call it, someone's got a serious hate for my hunter. Top secret, crazy, red flag covered. This one's for a Captain Metal in Imperial Intelligence. No other information.
Looks like I'm working for spies this time.
Better not want us to poison someone.
Stay careful. Get this one done and don't get yourself dead in the process.
Destination. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
What the... Oh, right. The bounty hunter. Glad you could make it. Feeling nervous, alien? Standing in the middle of Imperial intelligence.
I could say one word, or touch one button, and you'd disappear forever.
Poof. Gone. Just like that. No one would even dare to ask what happened to you.
That's a lot of responsibility for one man.
I knew you'd understand. Makes your head spin, doesn't it? I never signed up for this cloak and dagger stuff. I was a regular soldier. Then one day, I put together a covert op raid that goes a little too well. And bam! I'm in Imperial intelligence. Look, what I'm saying is the stuff that goes on in these halls is insane. And all of it is crazy hush-hush. So what I'm going to tell you has to stay just between you and me. Got it?
It'd help if you ever actually told me something.
Here's the deal. There's a huge ancient Sith temple on Drummond Cuss. Used to just sit there being scary. Now the place is crawling with Sith sorcery. And it's been ordered a no-go zone for everyone. Naturally, we sent a team in. My commander led that team. Nobody came back. We can't report any of them dead without reporting the mission, which puts me in a bind.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to the temple?
Because you've got warrior instincts, like me. If I can't prove my commander's dead, I can't take over his spot, which means an ugly power vacuum. I'm hiring you to enter that temple and find the team's ID cards, especially my commander's. I need those IDs to create more acceptable deaths for them.
It's a done deal.
I tell you, I envy you getting to do the fun part. Make sure you find an Imperial commander named Gargan. Can't imagine there'll be more than one corpse in a temple wearing commander stripes. Grab all the team's ID cards and double time it back here, quietly.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
And here I thought bravery was a requirement for the Imperial military.
Maybe if you think being scared of something that kills Sith is unreasonable. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire, a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower. They were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
What kind of data was it?
We were studying a recent increase in seismic activity in the area. including possible damage to the temple itself. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Drome and Kars. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
That shouldn't be a problem.
Amazing. Fantastic. Your help is invaluable. I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
You mercenary, you were let through. Has someone finally decided to secure the temple?
I'm just here to check the plumbing.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
I'm paying attention.
The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed.
Why bury the enemies of the Emperor with honor?
To appease them if they were to wake. With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought.
If I go in, will I go mad too?
Not necessarily. Many of the troops sent in after were simply slaughtered. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, his power overwhelmed all inside the temple.
Wake me when you're done.
You are lucky I have no other to turn to in this dark time. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple, if the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within.
Maybe that won't happen.
We're not going to be saved by optimism, young one. I have studied all of the burial chambers within. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent...
I don't see why I should...
There is nobody else. The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
can still hear them talking. I cut off my holo receiver, but I can still hear them. If I lose it, please don't leave me down here.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
You don't look like a Sith,
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
I still have my senses, but someone here is out of his.
You're right. I was out of my senses, but not anymore. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. I became the mighty Lord Venerus.
Whoa, slow down and start at the beginning.
We were gathering data for the Empire, and then we were all suddenly... It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
I'm doing a vital service to the Empire.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data. Oh, this is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't...
I'm paying attention.
All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. Symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me.
I bring the symbols, and you...
Be careful. My network of spies reports that you crushed my enemies underfoot. In fact,
Yeah, it's right here.
I, too, have been very busy. Here is the data my servants collected before the temple transformed. Let the Empire make of it what they will.
A pleasure doing business.
You're welcome. Oh, and there's one last itty-bitty little thing you can do. You see, power is useless without subjects. So I'd be grateful when you turn in the data, you'd encourage the Imperials to send more expeditions my way.
That isn't half bad.
Yes, I do think I finally found my true calling. I can assure you, my gratitude, if you send more slaves to be my followers, will...
Try to be more careful. Right behind you.
Hello, stranger. My internal chronometer tells me it has been exactly 963 years since this hologram was made. Have the Sith truly lived in fear of me for so long?
I guess that would depend on who you are and who you ask.
A careful answer. But you certainly don't need to fear me. This image is all that remains of Kelethur. Like so many before me, I challenged the Emperor and was buried in this temple. Fortunately, I had just
You've confused me with someone who cares.
You should. Your whole society has been misled. The way of the Sith lies in channeling the Force through the use of powerful emotions. Fear is the chief of these. The Sith feed on palpable dread.
Just get to the point.
As I discovered, no great knowledge comes without great patience. Fear gives temporary power, and one can purge fear when one stops grasping.
You got the brains of a bantha.
My peers obviously did not think so. They considered my teachings dangerous. What I learned only lives on through this image and its device. With the Force, eternal and at peace. Take them. Take my teachings to the Sith.
These heresies must be destroyed.
Then do so. Strike out against knowledge and see what comes of it. If you destroy these teachings, the light does not go out. Remember, fear is not the only way.